Is going on, everybody? I want to give you some live updates today on what I'm doing, what's going on, and how it has helped this trip that I'm on. So before I get into all that, my name is Colton. I'm the host of the Grizzly Life podcast. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, we talk a little bit about everything, whatever I'm doing in my life and our businesses, things that I'm learning, things that I'm reading, literally whatever that kind of entails. AI stuff, general fitness, general health, maybe trends like peptides and GLP-1s. Just like I said, just like a little bit of everything. Maybe finance tips, maybe savings, right? General business, behind the scenes, whatever it is that's happening in my life or in the businesses is what we like to talk about. If you've been here since day one or somewhere in between, I appreciate the hell out of you and thank you for tuning in and thank you for being a supporter. Before we get into it, if you can, help share these podcasts, these episodes, these conversations. If there's things that you get value from, if there's things you find funny, whatever it may be, please do your best to send to friends and family that you think could get some value from it. So, anyways, today, the day of my recording is Wednesday, July 22nd. I am getting some of these pre-recorded as I am on a little trip here. Background, I've got about a 2-week trip going on currently. We had a family trip planned going to Glacier National Park, and my girlfriend and I decided, let's just drive out there. Let's go out west and go to Glacier National Park. And I'd like to preface here, it is 5:20 Mountain Time right now. So I literally just woke up and I'm literally just put my shoes on, brush my teeth. I'm going for a walk here so I can do this recording. So if I'm a little slow, I'm still waking up and I'm also looking at the beautiful mountains and where we're staying. So anyways, we decided let's just drive out there. So what I did is I used AI, I used ChatGPT, told it all my concerns, including getting mauled by a grizzly bear. You know, Glacier National Park is home to a lot of grizzlies, so I'm like, what the hell do I do about that? But I literally told Chat everything that I wanted to see. Not even that I wanted to see. Basically, just an outline of what I wanted to do and what day is it best to leave and all of that, right? So I told Chat, hey, I'm going to leave, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday. We just need to be out to Riggins, Idaho by Saturday. That's when my family flies in, and then we're going to be there. You know, that's when our stay really starts. I said, so what can I see and do in that amount of time? And it gave me like a good idea. It said, but if you really want to maximize your time, I recommend leaving Monday or even Sunday if you can. And I was like, oh, really? You know, and then I got to thinking, I was like, well, a lot of what I can do is I can do it remote. And, you know, and I would like to say this too. Anybody listening who's like, it must be nice, you know, if anybody I don't even want to say that, on my team or not on my team, you know, it's easy to say, well, it must be nice. Sometimes a trip like this is really good for our business to see where we're hitting and where we're missing. What things are reliant solely on me and my, what things are solely rely on me, if I'm saying that right, what things are dependent on me, and what things are going great without me. And my motto is that you need to build a business that can live without you. Because a business that is only reliant on me isn't all that valuable. In a sense of if I try to sell it, there's a lot of onboarding for the new owner, and they have to be very involved. And again, it's just more valuable if the owner isn't just running the entire business on their own. Now, I enjoy every aspect of the business. I'm not trying to get into that conversation, but I'm just here to say a trip like this is a good opportunity to see what we need to work on, what's going well, who steps up on the team as leaders, right? So it's a very, those are all pros to a trip like this as well. So anyways, back to the ChatGPT aspect. What we did was talk to Chat, told it everything, gave us an outline, and said, here's what you can see. And here's everything that you can expect to enjoy and, right, all that stuff. I'm like, you know what? This is a good trip. I'm going to try to figure out how to leave on Sunday. And so we made it happen. Now, I've already probably explained this in a couple prior episodes, but now that I'm in it, it is Wednesday morning. We've still got all day today, all day Thursday, all day Friday. And then Saturday is basically another day as well, because that'll be another short trip getting to Riggins. I think my family comes in. I think they'll be to the Riggins area 1, 2 o'clock, depending on how many stops they make before they get there. If anybody knows where Riggins, Idaho is, the best place to fly in, or that we decided to fly into, was Spokane. So they'll be flying into Spokane, Washington. Then it's about a 4-hour drive, kind of backtracking to Riggins. So when I was looking at all of this, I was like, it just made sense to drive. I was like, why not? So anyways, so I've still got most of the trip left as far as what ChatGPT has planned out for me. Once we get to Riggins, Idaho, none of that was planned by ChatGPT, at least to this point. We just have an idea. We've got an Airbnb booked. We've got some rafting trips we want to do. So that stuff is all planned that way. So it's Wednesday morning, and let me tell you, the trip has been nothing but amazing so far. The things we've seen, the things we've done, to the T on how much time I need to spend at each location. So what I was telling chat was like, hey, I want to know, like, let's just say Monday, for example. I want to know exactly what I have to put into my Apple Maps every time. So, like, if it wants me to go to, yesterday we went to Mount Rushmore and we went to, like, these scenic overlooks and all this stuff. I said, I want you to tell me exactly in order what you want me to from the minute I wake up. And I told it I'm gonna wake up at 5:20 a.m. local time. I was like, I want to know by the minute, by the hour, by the location on Apple Maps, how you want my day going. So tell me, hey, you need to, at 5:20, wake up and brush your teeth. At 6 a.m., you got to be getting ready and make your bed, whatever, right? And then I got into like 8 a.m. depart, 8:30 arrive at location 1, 9:30 put this into Apple Maps, 10 o'clock put this into Apple Maps, right? And so it literally took me right down the road. And it even was telling me, hey, be careful. Sometimes Apple Maps wants to route you this way because it's faster, but I want you to go this way because it adds 5-10 minutes, but it's the way I want you to come in, for example, to Mount Rushmore. It's going to be a much more beautiful drive coming into Mount Rushmore if you just go this way versus this other highway, right? So literally to the T, it was giving me that. And let me tell you, you can spend a lot of time planning a trip, planning a vacation, figuring it all out. This is literally like, with me just talking back and forth to it, along with me talking to it a little bit while I'm on my trip itself, we continue to fine tune and make it better, and it's working out very well. Like I said, to the time limit, I told for each location that we were going to, I was like, can you tell me how much time I can expect to be at each stop and how many steps I can expect to get at each stop? And it was like, okay, at this one, I want you to go for about 30 to 45 minutes. This drive, right, because this was a lot of sightseeing, driving up in the mountains and the hills of South Dakota so far. Take your time, drive about 60, 75 minutes here, and literally at the end of the day, by the time I get to my final location for check-in, it literally was like basically on the minute of where we should be and when. And it did help me book all of my stays. So I told it I want awesome places to stay. I don't want just a general hotel. I want to experience the areas, the actual places that I'll be going, and I want to feel, like I'm a part of that. And so last night, or this morning, we're at a lodge in Spearfish Canyon. It's literally called Spearfish Canyon Lodge. We stayed at another lodge the night before. We stayed at an old hotel from like the early 1900s in Sioux Falls. So again, I want to tell you what's possible with AI. A lot of people just use it as a search engine. I'm here to tell you, this was such a simple way to use it. And I'm doing this, like I said, as a live review. We have packed in so much awesome stuff in such a short period of time. We almost went to a rodeo last night because we're about 30 minutes away from Deadwood, which is a touristy area. It's a really cool downtown, and there's a rodeo going on. Honestly, I was just tired from the night before. I didn't get enough sleep, and it is what it is. So I'm here to tell you, this is a very simple, very easy way to use AI to your advantage, to make your family trips go better, to make them go easier, and you can really get chat to work however you want it to. Hey, I want you to act like a travel guide. And again, whatever you tell ChatGPT, like whenever you use an AI tool, you want to give it the background of how you want it to talk to you. Otherwise, it's just going to talk to you like ChatGPT. So I want you to be a travel expert, and I want you to think about a family of 5, and I want you to think about cost effectiveness, and I want you to think about being in bed every night by this time, and I want you to think about waking up at this time, right? Like, tell it the outline first, and then say, now that you have all this information, my goal here is to have the best family vacation ever on, cost effective budget, and my kids are really interested in seeing X, Y, and Z or whatever, right? Like, give it that information. Just talk to it for a little while, and then it will start creating something awesome for you that, So that is my quick video of the day, or my quick podcast of the day. Don't just use AI as a search engine. Don't just use AI to respond to an email. Don't just use AI as, I don't know, a fun thing to go on and talk to and play around with. I just really want you to see what's possible. If you've listened to any of my prior episodes on AI, I do a lot. I'm doing a lot more now within my businesses and figuring out how to use it to position us better and all of that. But this really is an easy way to utilize it to make something awesome of it. And that's my tip of the day. So I appreciate you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon.